All right, everyone, welcome back to another Game Vault video. We're going to talk about Sony and the future of PlayStation right now. There's been some changes at the top, and I'm hoping they're going to be good ones. So let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. All right, so Concord advocate Herman Hulst has been demoted at Sony as Hideaki Nishino takes over as sole Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO. This could be huge for Sony. We know Herman Hulst said he was an advocate for Concord. He thought Concord was going to be the Star Wars for Sony. It was going to be the IP that spanned, that spawned a universe, comic books, movies, whatever other things that he had on it, that he thought about. He didn't realize that what he had was a plate full of steaming crap. I mean, this game came out and it lasted 10 days after 8 years of development, $400 million in revenue poured into it, $400 worth of development money, $400 million of development money poured into it. A studio destroyed. Yeah, just a total waste. Lasted 10 days. Then it was taken off the market, refunded, studio disbanded, and there's no hope of this game coming back. Even as a free-to-play game, people just didn't care about it. They didn't like it. The character designs, everything about it was just either lackluster or just bad, just really, really bad. Anyway, a dramatic restructuring at Sony Interactive Entertainment has seen the company abandon its short-lived dual CEO structure, removing Herman Hulst from its co-CEO position and leaving Hideaki Nishino as the sole leader of PlayStation. The change, which takes place on April 1st, 2025, signals that Sony's attempt at shared leadership was not working as planned. Hulst, who previously led Guerrilla Games and has been a strong advocate for Sony's ill-fated push into live service gaming, will now focus exclusively on PlayStation's first-party studios under the title of CEO Studio Business Group. Meanwhile, Nishino, formerly overseeing hardware, accessories, and PSN, will now control all major business decisions as the head of SIE. In a press release, Nishino expressed gratitude for the opportunity. "I'm truly honored to take the helm at Sony Interactive Entertainment. We will continue to grow the PlayStation community in new ways such as IP expansion while also delivering the best in technology innovation." He also thanked Hulst for his leadership. "I want to thank Herman for his expertise and leadership as he continues his role as CEO Studio Business Group," he said. "I'm deeply grateful for the PlayStation community and their continued support, and I am very excited for what the future holds." Hulst's demotion is part of a larger corporate restructuring within the Sony Group. Hiroki Totoki, who had been serving as both Sony Group Corporation's president, chief operating officer, and chief financial officer, will step up as the new CEO of Sony Group Corporation. He replaces Kenichiro Yoshida, who will remain chairman, and additionally, Lin Tao, a financial executive at SIE, will become the new CFO of Sony Group Corporation, though her replacement at PlayStation has yet to be announced. Now, while this restructuring may appear to be a simple consolidation of power, the reality is that it follows Sony's embarrassing failures in the live service gaming sector. Failures like Concord that were championed by none other than Hulst himself. Despite mounting losses and fan backlash, Hulst repeatedly assured players that Sony remained committed to developing live service games. I hope we're done with that. I really, really do, man. I know they canceled a God of War live service game. We didn't even know that was in development, or at least I didn't. I know they canceled one that was based off the Horizon IP, and there was one, I don't know if it was live service or not, but there was some kind of multiplayer Last of Us game that was in the works, or something Last of Us multiplayer, probably live service, so that was canceled as well. Helldivers 2 was a success. Great. It's not like a juggernaut or anything, but it was a success, so good on them for that. But for every Helldivers 2, you've got a ton of failures and a ton of canceled projects. We've got Fair Games coming out, I think it's later this year, maybe next year. And I'm going to be honest, that looks like crap. I have a feeling that one's going to hit hit the market like a turd in the bowl, just going to flop and flush. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Hulst's unwavering stance was put on full display in a recent interview in Famitsu, where he doubled down on Sony's dedication to the controversial business model. When asked about the catastrophic failure of Concord, which launched to near universal disinterest and led to the closure of 2 studios, Hulst sidestepped the debacle and instead spoke in vague platitudes about technological advances and the evolution of gaming. We will continue to focus on developing live service titles along with story-driven single-player titles that our players demand, he said. We are learning a lot as we build our ability to develop quality live service titles with Sony Interactive Entertainment. Unfortunately for PlayStation, the company's ability to deliver quality live service titles has been virtually non-existent. Here we go. Helldivers 2 stands as the lone exception to Sony's disastrous track record, while nearly every other live service project has crashed and burned. In addition to Concord's complete collapse, Sony has axed at least 6 in-development live service projects in the past year alone. Among the casualties are The Last of Us multiplayer, Spider-Man The Great Web, didn't know about that one, Twisted Metal multiplayer, I'll be honest, that one would probably be cool. Oh, Foam Stars, forgot about that. That was pretty, God, that looked awful. And despite these failures, Sony has shown no sign of pulling the plug on its live service ambitions. Instead, Hulst suggested that the company is merely adjusting its approach. Hopefully they mean adjusting it, like only working on one at a time and, putting resources into games that people actually want to play. I mean, I get it. Game development's expensive, but I'm sure if y'all were a little smarter with your budgets, you could get those costs down a little bit. And, selling millions of copies of a really good game would probably be profitable rather than microtransactions. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. For the average PlayStation gamer, the Sony CEO shakeup likely won't result in any immediate changes. Hulst will still oversee Sony's first-party studios, while Nishino will take on broader business responsibilities. However, the removal of Hulst as co-CEO suggests that Sony's upper management was dissatisfied with his leadership, especially given the widespread criticism of the company's recent strategy. While PlayStation continues to enjoy success in the single-player gaming, Astrobot was Game of the Year contender, and Ghost of Yotai and Death Stranding 2 are set for major releases this year. The company's ill-advised attempt to chase the live service trend has been nothing short of a disaster. With Nishino now in sole control, PlayStation fans will be watching closely to see whether he steers the company away from the live service model or continues with Hulst's missteps. One thing is certain, Sony can't afford many more Concord-level disasters before the PlayStation brand takes a serious hit. Yeah, these guys don't have Microsoft money. I mean, they've got money, but not Microsoft money. What do you think about it, guys? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. I'm hoping we see some major changes here. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, peace.